So the news about Real Madrid starting to get heated again. Okay. And of course, I had to bring Dali, my brother, on the channel to discuss all the latest rumors about potential signings for Real Madrid. Okay. How's everything, Dali?
Doing great, my brother. Appreciate you as always having me on your channel. There's a ton happening right now behind the scenes. I mean, we've already been cooking so far this summer transfer window, and it looks like we're not stopping anytime soon, mate.
Guys, we will get into all the latest reports in this video, okay? But I want you guys to smash the like button immediately, subscribe to my channel immediately. Link to Danny's channel as well going to be in the collaboration feature down there, okay? So make sure to subscribe to Daddy as well. And of course, give me or give us your thoughts down there in the comment section, okay? But we have to start with Nico Paz, Daddy, okay? We have to start with the Nico Paz because today, Real Madrid had official talks with Como over Nico Paz, okay? And they have confirmed to Como that they're going to be activating the buyback clause. At the same time, they have been telling Como that if they want Nico Paz, they can be signing him for only 60 million. If not, Real Madrid going to be bringing back the player and look to sell him for more than 60 million. Okay. First of all, better give me your thoughts on, first of all, Real Madrid even wanting to selling Nico Paz. Okay. And then the price tag and so on. Give me your thoughts, Daddy. Talk to me.
I think ideal situation is we can come into an agreement with Como, because the agreement with Como would be in place and it would be under market value, but the relationship that we have built so far with them, and then also having a future release clause, like that's the biggest thing. If you're selling him back to Como for 60, it'd be like a 50 million net profit this summer that we can go out there, reinvest into midfield strikers, whatever we want, center backs, okay? And that's the pro with that. And then again, it's a release clause in the future. So in a year from now, 2 years from now, if we want to bring Nico Paz back when he's 24, 25, you can be doing that, okay? The issue is I don't know if Como has the money for it. So it looks like what ultimately will probably be happening, we're going to be selling him somewhere else, Inter Milan, Premier League, something like that. And if that's the case, yes, it might be 80, 90, 100 million euros. There's going to be no release clause. When you sell him, it's a permanent sale. So yes, you're going to net profit 90 million, but once he's gone, he's gone. He's not coming back unless you go out there and pay 120, 150 when he's, an established footballer in one of these leagues. So I wanted him back this summer. So it's kind of a tease that it's like we are signing him, but he's actually not fully coming back. But what are you saying though, mate?
But where would he fit though, Dali? Tell me, brother.
Brahim.
Because if we bring him back, okay, Brahim, but look, a lot of people say that because we signed Bernardo Silva, that's it, we ain't going to be keeping Nico Paz, okay? I need to clarify one thing. The rumors about Nico Paz wanting to stay at Como, okay, started even before we signed Bernardo Silva. Even before we even went in for Bernardo Silva, the rumors were out there that Nico Paz, he prefers to stay at Como for one more year, okay? Because he knows that they're going to be a solidified starter at Como, and Como qualify for the Champions League, so they're going to be playing Champions League football. He wants to be the main player for the Champions League team, okay? But I think that the player, even before Real Madrid has had any talks with Como, they have had conversations with the player, and they have informed the player that they can't really guarantee him a starting place, because if you look at our squad, Nico Paz, he is a number 10. Yep. Like we can't draw a fantasy scenario and say, yeah, we're gonna use Nico Paz as a right winger. Once again, we use Nico Paz as a right winger. You ain't gonna get the Como Nico Paz. You want to get the Como Nico Paz. He need to play in his natural position. The ball need to go through Nico Paz. He need to dictate the attack and so on, and then he will shine in the team. But a number 10 is the last position.
Yeah.
We need new players here. We already got two of the best number 10s in the world in Jude Bellingham and Nico Paz. Arda Güler and Jude Bellingham. So not even Arda gets to play number 10 like consistently. Okay, so where is Nico Paz gonna play? And in my opinion, it's like this. Like, Nico Paz value is at the highest right now. Okay, he got the most PR. right now.
Yeah.
If we want to make big boy signings, maybe we need to get some more funds in. Again, Como, we are trying to do you a favor. Okay, the player for damn sure in today's market is worth way more than 60 million. Come on now, look at the Elliot Anderson and these people going for 150.
Yeah.
So you're telling me Nico Paz not even 80 million, 90 million? Come on now. Let's be honest with ourselves. Okay, he youngster, a lot of hype. We're trying to do Como a favor, and we have been even telling Como that you can buy him for 60, and we're gonna have a buyback clause of 80 million. In his contract. So we're even going to pay you even 20 more than what you are paying us now. And you get to keep him. But Fabrizio Romano saying that Como really don't have the financials to make that deal, okay, because of the FFP. I need more players. I need more reinforcements. I don't really see Real Madrid needing a number 10. Like a new number 10. We need to strengthen in other areas. Now, if selling Nico Paz gonna be helping us to reach that, then I guess so be it. Okay. But what are your thoughts on that? Everything that I just said, Dali.
I would agree a lot with you. I think for me, it's just the Brahim Diaz like role sort of thing where you can kind of come off the bench and you can be that sort of X factor playmaker thing. I think he'd be great at Real Madrid. It's just not happening. He's not playing at Real Madrid this season. It's just, how are you selling him this summer? Is it back to Como or is it somewhere else? There's pros and cons with both. And the biggest thing, this seems to be the next domino that has to fall for Real Madrid to go get another midfielder, another attacker. This seems like what we're kind of waiting to see exactly what's going to be happening, to have the funds. If we want a Enzo Fernandez, if you wanted a Matias Fernandez, whoever it is, okay? This has to happen. And then you can go out there and start pursuing the next thing. It's one thing after another is what we're kind of seeing right now. I still want him to go to Como. I think it'd be good for his development. I think it'd be good for Real Madrid to have that release clause. I hope it happens. I just don't think it happens right now, mate, to be honest. I think Inter Milan's probably the number one option that he actually goes to permanently.
I care about Real Madrid.
Yep, I hear it.
The club that is willing to pay the most money, this is the club that I want Nico Paz to go to. I don't really have any personal connection to Nico Paz, and most definitely have no personal connection to Como. Yeah, I couldn't care less about.
So Matrix, you would rather sell him for the highest price this summer than selling him to Como for 60 million and having that release clause in the future?
The thing is, look at our number 10 options.
They're young. Yeah.
They're youngsters, brother. Yeah. Like Arda Güler and him, they are same age. Jude Bellingham is 22 years old. So, like, I don't think Nico Paz will ever... He would for sure not reach Jude Bellingham level. I don't care about what haters say. Okay, Jude Bellingham far in his development than Nico Paz. Nico Paz just burst onto the scene, and he's like 1 year younger than Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham been here doing it for a couple of years now. So,
true.
Again, and I have to be honest, I rate Arda Güler more than him. I would much rather have Arda Güler as a number 10 than Nico Paz. Okay?
Yeah.
I need more reinforcements in the team. I need most definitely another midfielder, and I need a defender. Okay, if selling Nico Paz gonna help us signing those two players, the additional players that we need, then let's just sell him to the club that pays the most. Let's move a bit like West Ham. Yeah, why not? Let's move a bit like West Ham, brother.
I hear it.
You want Real Madrid player? Come and pay. And if I see somebody in the comment section come in there and say Nico Paz is worth like 40 or 50, I would ban you from my channel. Trust me on that one, brother. Because why is it when a Premier League club want to sell their players, they can demand for as much money as possible and the player hasn't done anything? But when they want to sign player from Real Madrid, they are getting they want a cut price deal, yeah? But it's going to be interesting. We're going to be following the Nico Paz situation.
I was going to say, in terms of numbers, Tottenham last year, before this breakout year for Nico Paz, okay? He had a good year last year. Tottenham wanted 70 million for him last summer before the season. He's only got
there you go. Spurs, if you still need him, 90 million, yeah? Come
100.
Talk to us. 90 million plus 10 million add-ons, brother. We take that. We take that, yeah? But there was a name that Dali mentioned just a couple of moments. Okay? He said, another midfielder, okay? And
I did.
Probably Enzo Fernandez, all right? So speaking about Enzo Fernandez, we got some big boy reports about Enzo Fernandez as well. And guys, I don't share unreliable sources. Okay, I only bring reliable sources to this channel.
Tier
right?
one.
Tier 1 journalists. We don't forget about Majid Zone and these people. Okay, this is from Ben Jacobs, my friends. Okay, Ben Jacobs, when it comes to Premier League, if you Prem fan, you know Ben Jacob. He's like the Fabrizio of Premier League. Okay, him and David Ornstein, these two people, they are big boys. So Real Madrid considered Enzo Fernandez a leading target in a move driven by Jose Mourinho. Okay, talks are now underway on the player side. Enzo has made no secret of the fact that he wants to join. Chelsea yet to receive formal contacts and value Enzo Fernandez at 120 million pounds. Okay, this is pounds. Yeah. This is not the euro sign, guys. This is the pounds sign. So, Daddy, look at how much is it in euros. I think like 130 euros. I think
140 basically, 139.26.
139, and they say that real sources confirmed approach is likely. So it seems like we are going all in. For Enzo Fernandez, yeah? Your thoughts, Daddy? I know you support Chelsea as well, so you have seen a lot of Enzo. So give me your thoughts about him.
Yeah, I've seen every single game that Enzo Fernandez has played for Chelsea, and I rate him very highly. I think if you just look at football aspect, I think he's a very, very good player. And I think if you were watching the Argentinian national team, you are appreciating what he's doing out there. He can play a little bit deeper for Argentina than what he had to do over there at Chelsea this year. Cole Palmer took a step back. Their wingers weren't that good. Pedro Neto, Garnacho, like that's the wingers. He was a top 3 goal scorer for Chelsea this year. But at the same time, that's not even his best position. He just had to do that this year. He was crashing into the box. He was taking penalties, stuff like that. Fantastic player. He is not the exact profile you're looking for if you're looking for a deep line playmaker, but I think he's an underrated kind of person who can do that. I think his passing is very good. He has a very good vision. He runs his ass off the entire time too. He has that assholeness to him that you want at Real Madrid. I'm telling you guys, if Madridistas, if you're out there, you would love him at Real Madrid. You would appreciate everything he's going to do because he's going to fight constantly for the badge. He's going to try out there and he'd reach the pinnacle. He's not going to be looking to be going to Barca, Bayern Munich, anything. He'd be at Real Madrid and he'd be focused. You're getting him at 25. He has come from Benfica. He has played in the Premier League. He has Champions League experience. Now, again, Chelsea wasn't the best team this year by any means, and he still shined in that team. So I think he'd be very good. The issue, though, mate, the price. 140 euros, 140 million euros would be the most expensive signing ever. It's like 30 more than we paid for Eden Hazard. Yes. Is he worth that? I don't know. I don't think so.
Forget about if he's worth it or not. Yeah. My question to you is, if you look into the market, okay, right now, all the midfielders that are actually available to get on the market, do you think that Enzo Fernandez should be the priority option for us, or should we go for someone else in the midfield? Is he really the profile of a midfielder that we truly need at Real Madrid? Maybe I should have asked the question in this way.
He might not be the profile that we need, but I think he's the best fit. And let me explain that, okay? He is Argentinian, so he has a Spanish background. He understands it. He has the experience playing for Argentina, winning the World Cup, playing in the Champions League, playing in the Premier League, and being a very, very good player, okay? The profile that fits a little bit more is an Adam Wharton. But at the same time, is Adam Wharton going to make the move from England to Spain and be comfortable speaking Spanish, being a Galactico? I mean, if you look up Adam Wharton's followers and stuff, you were going from basically like, you're known kind of in London, you know, I think he has less than like 1 million, to immediately overnight, you're like 5 million. Like you are on the biggest stage possible. Enzo is made for that. I think Enzo would thrive in that sort of environment, where in Adam Wharton, I'm not sure if he would. And then you look at like an Elliot Anderson. It's just like the fit. I think Enzo Fernandez would fit very well into the locker room, fit into the scheme, fit into what Jose Mourinho wants at Real Madrid. I think it'd be a very good fit.
I think personality-wise and so on, he fits into what Mourinho is asking for the player, because he got a bite into him, just like majority of the Latin American players, the aggressive players, they play with a lot of passion. I know, but for me, I don't really see Enzo Fernandez as the profile of the midfielder that we truly need. I even look at Argentina games. McAllister is doing the work that I want the new midfielder to do at Real Madrid. Like McAllister is picking up the ball from the defenders and dictating the game more than Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez is more operating as a box-to-box up and down, up and down. Yes, he plays in the double pivot as with McAllister, yeah, but I would say McAllister is doing more the job that I want the new Real Madrid player to do in our midfield, because this is the type of midfielder that we truly need, okay? Somebody that can dictate the game. The price, I already knew it. I've been saying this for months. People on the chaos and so on telling me he worth 80 million, I don't know, 90 million. I used to tell people Chelsea already paid 100 and something for him. They will never sell their player for less than what they signed him for, especially if the player hasn't truly flopped. And he hasn't truly flopped at Chelsea. He one of their best players, okay? One of their more consistent players of their team. And now he got the Premier League tax, the Premier League PR. He's going to be costing a lot of money. At the same time, you look at today's market, if Nottingham Forest can ask for 150 when it comes to Elliot Anderson, I understand Chelsea wanting 120 or 130 for Enzo Fernandez, because in my eyes, Enzo Fernandez better player and more proven than Elliot Anderson. So you need to also take the market into consideration too, and how the business works, okay? But I would have just gone and put 90 million on the table for Vinícius Jr. I would say Vinícius Jr. is more the player that we want, that we need, but I got no idea what that guy is dealing with. He want to go and join Spurs.
I think it's the highest bidder for Vinícius Jr. But I mean, I hear it. But if Vinícius Jr. is going for 90, which it's looking like it's going to be 80 to 90, and then you got Buwadi in Lille probably going for 70, 75 this summer, Elliot Anderson, this is like the number that Enzo Fernandez will have to go for. Like, I still think he's probably a €100 million player. We're probably paying more than that, though, to get him at Real Madrid. It's just what the market is. Like, it might not be something I want to be doing, but Chelsea paid a lot of money for him. I don't have the exact number, but it was like 115, 120, something like that, euros before.
There you go.
So
they're basically asking almost for the same money that they paid for him, which is understandable. I don't think that they deserve to lose money on him. I don't really think so, okay? And I have to also say this. I don't see a player who's going for 100 million in today's market as a Galactico anymore. Like, the 100 million signing has been very common. Like, how many players have we seen over the recent years go for 100 million euros? I don't think that the 100 million price tag is like anything special in the market anymore. Like, everybody going for almost 100 million. I think in today's market, if you like truly want to sign a Galactico, you need to be paying like 200. Like, if you tell me we're going to be paying 200 or 210 for Michael Olise, I would say, yeah, that's that Galactico signing. But you tell me like 120 for Enzo, but a 120 is not really Galactico level of signing anymore. I think it's just market opportunity. The player truly wanted to join Real Madrid, and now Jose Mourinho pushing for him as well. Mm-hmm. The only thing that I like is that Jose Mourinho ain't messing around. He is putting the Real Madrid board under pressure. Okay, since the moment he's been stepping in, he been demanding more signings. He don't even care about what Florentino Perez is saying. He puts his options on the table, and he's saying, I only want this guy, because now we signed two players over 30 years old. So
I was going to say to you, Matrix, too, the thing that I like about Jose, he wants proven players who can play at Real Madrid today. Not in 2 years from now, not next year, today. That is why I think an Enzo Fernandez is more likely than those other players, a Buwadi, a Vinícius Jr, because you know what you're getting. You're getting a 25-year-old prime experience, Champions League experience, Argentina experience. You know what you're getting. Look at all the signings. Bernardo Silva, Denzel Dumfries, Kanate, Cucurella. Experienced players that are elevating the squad to make the entire 25-man roster better. Enzo Fernandez would do that.
Again, I would take a couple other people's over him.
I hear it. The only thing I was going to say, though, mate, the thing I'm a little bit worried about, I don't want Enzo Fernandez to come in to the detriment of the Fede Valverde, or especially a Tchouaméni. That's not a fair trade. If we're losing Tchouaméni to get Enzo Fernandez, I'm not cool with that at all.
No, we ain't selling Tchouaméni. Okay, guys, once again, I don't listen to dirt source. Okay, I listen to reliable journalists. Fabrizio Romano said only Tchouaméni's salary makes the deal for him to move to Manchester United next to impossible. because financially, Man United can't really offer him the salary that he's even on right now at Real Madrid. And trust me, if he wants to leave Real Madrid to another club, he's gonna be demanding even more wages. So
Fair.
I don't see that deal going through. I think we're gonna be keeping both of them. Jose Mourinho also confirmed that he had an interview. Okay, I really like his interview as well, guys. Maybe I will just do another video and cover his interview, because the stuff that he was saying that in the interview as well. Well, what I'm telling you, Mourinho be moving like a football matrix, but almost out there, yeah. But Mourinho also, he said in his interview that people be saying that I want to get rid of the players that had problems with each other. He said, I don't want to get rid of none of them. I want to keep the best players at Real Madrid. And whatever you want to say, Tchouaméni and Federico Valverde, when it comes to midfielders, they are one of the best midfielders in the world, okay?
Yeah.
But to finish off the video, okay, we need to also touch on this one. I know me and Dali, at least, we got some common opinion when it comes to this player, okay? Because we got some reports coming out of Brazil, okay? These reports are coming out of the Brazil that Real Madrid now believe that Vini Jr. contract renewal is increasingly unlikely to happen, okay? There is now serious possibility that he will leave the club. Nothing 100% decided yet, and there will be talks after the World Cup. But for months, the club believed that Vini will renew, and now that feeling has changed, okay? So it seems like these are some big boy rumors, Dali.
Yeah.
Would you give him a new contract, Dali? Would you give him a new contract? Answer this one first. Forget about the salary, yeah? Forget about the salary now. Would you even renew his contract?
No. Still no. Still, it's tough because what he's doing in the World Cup makes this argument look bad, and I hear it, okay? But the issue is, and I think everybody needs to understand this, what he is doing in the World Cup right now, where he has 4 goals in the last 3 games, he has an assist in there too, 5 GA in 3 games, scored in every single group stage game. If we are playing a 4-4-2 and it's Vini and Mbappe, this is my expectation and this is my standard for Vini Jr. every single game. If you are playing a 4-4-2, those 2 attackers have to get GA every single game. And if they don't, I think it's a bad game. And so this is the thing. I don't think it works with Vini Jr. in a 4-4-2 system getting GA. I mean, I've watched it for 2 seasons now. I just don't know if Vini Jr. Kylian Mbappe will work out. And I know a lot of people will be saying, well, sell Kylian Mbappe. That's not happening. He has a longer contract than Vini. Vini's contract runs out at the end of next season. This is the most likely thing to happen. And also, to add on to it, he has had multiple opportunities to renew. And eventually there comes a point you have to sell him to get something back. You cannot let Vini Jr. leave on free. I would tell you the same thing. If it's Arda Güler, if it's Kylian Mbappe, Jude Bellingham, come back in 5 years from now. If they're running down their contract, I'm going to say the same thing, guys. You have to get something for him. I would still sell him this summer, and if anything, the World Cup, what he's done so far, maybe elevates it a little bit. But I don't know. What are you saying, though, mate?
I look at it in this way. He signed a 4-year contract, okay? 3 years ago, he signed a 4-year contract. The first year that he signed the contract, he was amazing. We won the double. He arguably should have even won the Ballon d'Or even that year, okay? Yep. But after that, he been poor for 2 seasons straight. So 3 out of the 4 years, or 2 out of the 4 years so far. Now, again, he hasn't played the final year yet, okay? But 2 out of 3 years that you have played in this new contract, you've been poor. So you've been more poor than good in the new contract. Now, the money that he's asking for 600K a week. The club has offered him multiple new contract, okay? Not the salary that he really wants, but again, they have given him pay rise in these new offers, okay? But the player's still stalling. Last year, we had a big boy offer for him from Saudi. We didn't accept him. We kept him. And now we are in this situation. I was telling people, let's sell him. Last summer, I used to say, let's sell him, get the most money. Now there is a big risk that we're going to be losing him for free. Because once again, I don't see any club being willing to come and pay a very big transfer fee At the same time, if you're gonna go and sign him, he already on almost 450K a week here at Real Madrid. If he changes the club, he wants 500K plus per week. I don't see any of these Prem teams being willing to pay that money. I don't see PSG being willing to pay that money. They got Kvaratskhelia on the left. I don't think they're gonna be signing somebody that can like take Kvara's place, because Kvara be delivering big time since he joined the club. He basically transformed their attack. Okay.
Yeah.
So where is he supposed to go? Saudi? Like Saudi is the only. And again, I don't even see. I don't know. I can see VINI leaving for the free as a free agent. He's just gonna stay the last year as well, and that's it. He gonna. This is the strategy from many players. They hold on the last year because they know if they're free agent, they can ask for a juicy signing on bonus and at the same time way more salary if the club don't need to pay any transfer fee for him. But this World Cup ain't gonna be fooling me. This World Cup ain't gonna be fooling me. We will see what happens. I still think that he will renew the contract. I don't see him leaving, to be honest.
When does he renew it though? Because for me, I'm not letting him play at all unless he renews it, to be honest.
I think like
August?
After the World Cup, maybe in the beginning of the new season, he's gonna be signing a new contract. I think that at the end I like the fact that the club ain't really budging though, and giving him the deal that he really wants. I really like that from the club, and the club is standing firm, because even though we got money, I don't think it would be healthy for our financials to have two players on 600K per week. That's like what will happen to our salary cap?
Well, the thing to add to that matrix, if you are giving him that money, okay, after, like you said, 2 out of 3 seasons, mediocre at best, okay, what happens when Jude is up for contract? He's going to want the same or more. He's going to be like, I've delivered more than that, right?
There you go.
Then Arda, Fede, Tchouaméni, the list goes on and on. If you would get a Michael Olise, you are setting the standard this high then. And so
I would give that money. I would give that money to Olise.
I would give it to Olise too, to be honest. But
I would give it.
I hear it.
But no problem. But it's going to be interesting though. Okay, we will see what happens, guys. Once again, if any more news drop, we're gonna be here. We're gonna be updating you guys. Okay, I had to bring Mawara Dali. It was a long time ago, Dali and Matrix collaboration, so I had to give it to you guys. Okay, but once again, make sure to smash the like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Dali's channel as well. The link is down there next to my channel. Okay, and give us your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about Real Madrid potentially selling Nico Paz? What do you think about Enzo Fernandez potentially joining Real Madrid and the whole VINI contract situation? Okay, give us your thoughts, and that's it. We will see you guys again very, very soon. Okay, a la Madrid y nada más, my friends.